Hey YouTube, Untamed here. So behind me I have a brand new 2024 Ford Ranger Raptor. This one here happens to be pre-sold, so I won't be able to kind of dig into the details or get behind the wheel of it and drive it today. So this will be an abbreviated review, but I wanted to showcase it to you guys as it just hit this dealership lot. This is a red pepper metallic finish, and we'll be going around all the details here, but the price tag is over $60,000. Are we okay with that? We just saw the new 2024 Tacoma TRD Pro pricing come out over $65,000. Is that the new reality? Is that our new norm? And when I look at this one here, I think that new Tacoma TRD Pro looks a little less impressive when you compare it side by side anyway. So we're gonna walk through the details, go through the interior, the exterior, and highlight all of the fun bits throughout this video, so stick with me. So within this 2024 Ranger Raptor, we have the 3-liter twin-turbo EcoBoost, the same one that we'd find in the Explorer ST. The horsepower and torque numbers are pretty impressive. We got 405 horsepower in this and 430 foot-pounds of torque. But really, I think the thing that really sets this apart is how it looks. And forgive me, I'm just kind of in the service center here as we check it out. Obviously, it hasn't been washed. It just arrived off the truck. We got plastic on the interior, but we'll still be able to get a good idea of it. But look how wide these fender flares are. Obviously, you'd expect that with a Raptor version of anything, as we find with the F-150 Raptor as well. I don't love these headlights, if I'm being honest with you. This is maybe the thing I least like about it, if I'm being honest. You guys tell me what you think. That swooping Ford spelling across the front end, similar to what we find with the F-150 Raptor, of course. This one does have a graphics package throughout it, which normally, I don't know, I'm kind of indifferent on that stuff. I think less is more when it comes to decals and graphics. I know a lot of people, when they buy their F-150 Raptors, they're quick to take those off. I do like these wheels. They look pretty sleek. Looks like they're wrapped in some BF Goodrich, probably KO3s at this point. Yep, KO3s. Let's see if I can find a size for you. 285, 70, 17s is what we're working with. Let me show you up underneath it, best I can anyway, given the lighting. So it looks like we have some Fox suspension here. Pretty beefy looking. Similar to what we find on that Tacoma TRD Pro nowadays. The TRD tuned Fox suspension. And sorry I'm drawing a lot of connections to that because they are priced similarly and obviously a very similar segment. Mid-sized pickup truck here. Does not have the bed liner in this. But look how wide those fender flares are. Let me know what you think of this red pepper metallic finish. It's definitely unique. Some more of that decal, continuing on to the tailgate out back with your Raptor badge, of course. Ranger embossed here in the tailgate, stamped back here. I do like that the exhaust is pretty high tucked. That's nice, right? So you're able to go off-roading and not have that diminish your ground clearance and your departure angles, right? So that's pretty nice. Got tow hooks out back, which is great. Well, I shouldn't say which is great. Tell the Toyota Tundra that. All right, so we have, look at that. More of that Fox suspension out back. An idea. Look at the other side too. Ford Performance mud flaps. These tail lights, I think, look good. I think they look better than the headlights by comparison. Give you a closer look at the suspension out back, up underneath it. Swoop underneath it. Nice bed liner finish, running boards across with Raptor stamped in it. Show you the side here. Very nice finishes within it. No complaints there. Pretty simplistic though, which I personally like, but maybe perhaps someone wouldn't. I do like the simplistic feel in here. And it's a sturdy, heavy feeling door. So pretty well built by the feel of it anyway. Standard glove box, a little bit of a tray up here. Kind of a little bit of a rubberized feel to it, so you can actually throw stuff up there without it sliding everywhere. Standard center console. And we'll hop over to the driver's side there and give you a better look. Yeah, what do you think of this infotainment? And now we're going with that vertical look, which isn't new for Ford, right? You know, we see it with the Expedition. We see it with a number of vehicles across the lineup. I do appreciate the fact that they didn't protrude it up above the dash here. Once it starts looking like an afterthought iPad stuck on here, I think that kind of loses a level of the appeal. More of that Ford Performance orange trim throughout. Black headliner. This one here does not have a sunroof. Let's see if I can get an eye on don't want to totally tear this apart. We'll leave that for the owner. But Raptor, not even stitching. This is kind of stamped in there with the orange surround there. They look good. An idea of what the seats look like here. They look nice. Leather wrapped with some maybe suede Alcantara feeling inserts. All right, before we pop over to the other side, I want to show you what we're working with price-wise. So over $60,000. It's just crazy to say that out loud for a mid-size pickup truck. However, when you add the word Raptor to it, it does kind of, it helps it make sense, right? But over $60,000. Here's some of the details. Forgive me with the glare, guys. But hot pepper red metallic tint. How about that for that exterior color? Give you an idea. Feel free to pause it. Give you an idea of what the specifications look like as we walk down it. Again, this one is a pre-sold unit though. 17 miles to the gallon. That's kind of what we're sporting nowadays with the Tacomas. Even the new generation with the 4-cylinder in it, hybridized, I think we're getting just barely better than that with the iForce Max. Tell me, guys, what would you choose between this or the new 2024 Tacoma TRD Pro? Yeah, we're not too far off on price tag, about a $5,000 gap between them. Look one more time at the front, and then we'll hop into that driver's seat. I think it would have been nice to see more of an intake, more of a something else on the hood there rather than just the two heat extractors up top there. Wanted to real quickly show you what this red pepper metallic looks like in the sun here. So obviously it's dirty right now, guys, so you're not getting the best representation, but it is a neat color. Idea, some different angles on it. Yeah, forgive me. I think it would be a lot better if I can show you this while it's clean. But I do appreciate Kengar Ford here in Cheyenne, Wyoming, for allowing me the opportunity to come just get eyes on this and share it with you guys. So shout out to Kengar Ford. Really appreciate them. There you go. Kind of a good idea there. No, not bad at all. Let's hear this exhaust real quick too. Give you an idea of what we're working with. Tow hooks up front with your bash plate underneath. Give you a closer look. Let's hop into the driver's seat. There's a look at your fog lamps. Check this out. Here's your little dial pad for your entry codes. Matte black here. I always like seeing that. Once this is gloss black, it scratches up super easily. If you just look at it funny, you get micro scratches on the gloss black ones. So I like seeing that. Looks at least to be, what, a 10-way adjustable seat here. And so we are pulled back extremely far. Let's get back to like normal. Let's get to some normalcy here, and I'll show you the space in the back seat. So that feels normal-ish. Let's see what we're working with. So not a ton of space. Well, it is something to note that these seats protrude inward. So you got wider side gaps here, but then it protrudes inward a little bit to give you a little bit more knee room anyway. It's worth noting, I think. Side glass, rear window. And let me show you here. I think we got the key in here. So we're going to do a quick start up and then turn off because we are inside. It's ventilated, but I just want to do it real quick for you, okay? So put on brake, push to start. Nice little growl to it, not bad. So we'll turn off out of respect for the people here. But overall, a nice spot to be. Got Raptor embossed down here with more of that performance orange. Got your orange little leather strip up top for your center. Feels to be more of that, maybe kind of an Alcantara finish here up top. Hard plastic on the top of the dash. Yeah, let's peek underneath the hood here. See if I can do it with one hand. There we go. So we do not have struts holding it up, so I'm kind of holding it up with one hand here. But here is the heart of the beast. We have the 3-liter twin turbo EcoBoost motor here. But pretty impressive numbers what we can crank out nowadays, right? From a small displacement motor. 405 horsepower and 430 foot-pounds of torque is pretty impressive. I'm getting a hand here. Thanks, bud. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. So definitely impressive figures coming from just a 3-liter at this point. At least Ford didn't knock you down to a 4-cylinder and require you to get a 4-cylinder like we see with Toyota. So that's definitely a misstep by that brand, I would argue. But there you have it. Ford Performance, little decal up top here. Won't be long until that peels off probably. But overall, a lot of tubage here, a lot of lines, but it does feel less complex than the 2.4-liter turbo that we find in the Tacoma now. It feels less complex, less busy, and I find that to be a good thing. So we'll wrap up the video there, guys. Just want to kind of just do a real quick overview of this new 2024 Ford Raptor, or Ford Ranger Raptor, excuse me. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. Appreciate you watching as always. Until next time.